Hello, my fellow Geminis. How you guys out there? This is Heyoka and Tarot. We're getting to your weekly reading. Sorry I didn't get a chance to post this during the week, even though but I'm gonna post it for you guys. So it'll be like a 2-part weekly reading, but I still post another one for next week before Thanksgiving. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, my team. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for giving me the vibrational energy I need to connect to all the Geminis out there, the billions of Geminis out there that are that need to hear what they need to hear regarding their life, their love life, any stores or any hint of whatever I need to tell you. Remember, guys, I'm a Heyoka and Beth Tarot. I'm very strongly intuitively sense energy, vibes. Also, my intuition is very on point when it comes to certain things. Remember, this reading is general, so it's not gonna reach everybody. Maybe some stuff may connect to you, may be relevant to your situation, but if it isn't, it's okay. It's not your message. Like I said, if you actually want me to do more of a diverse into your life, you need to contact me or leave a comment before if you want to do a personal reading. But personal readings, that takes time and it takes a lot of energy. So if you want to book a reading, let me know. But for right now, we're going to get to Gemini's reading, and I'm a Gemini too, so I'm excited. Gemini, this week is going to be interesting enough. So this week, toward leading to next week, it's going to be a lot of things that are going to come to you. So I don't know, maybe you're starting to engage yourself more, or you're deciding to make yourself choosing different things, different obstacles that may actually benefit you. So this is a weekly reading, so that's why how I read this is going to be completely different than what I usually never read, because I don't usually do weekly readings. But I figured, because I only do 3 signs. I used to do multiple signs before in my old channel. That was my entertainment channel, but I gear myself to only focus on 3 signs right now. Because the 3 signs I do on my channel right now, they're the ones that gave me the most love. So, like I said, I give whatever I receive, I give back. So these readings are not for me to make any money or anything like that, which maybe some of you guys are focusing on money right now. That's why I said that. So I have the healing heart. So like I said, you're really trying to compromising. You're trying to figure out what is the right course of action. When should I compromise? When should I not? Because with the healing heart, it's like you're trying to making sure you are mending things correctly. But you're also staying clear of the things, or you acknowledging that you're staying clear of the things that may cause disturbance or uproar in your life. So the sword and the rose is truth. So like I said, this is a 2-part reading. So you guys are lucky. Cancer got just the weekly reading. But for you guys and the Leo is going to get dope reading. So like I said, right now you are at the stage of your life where you're finally feeling completion. You're finally understanding the underlying issues that are lacking in your life. And so because you are understanding that, and you are setting the precedent or the intention to change that. You know, you want to change the outcome. You want to change, what's going on in your life, because it's not like a lot of you guys are stagnant. I just feel like a lot of you guys are trying to figuring out what's the best course of action or which path to take. And honestly, with the Sword of the Rose being the last card of the Oracle deck, I feel like you already know the truth. You've been given the revelation. You could be experiencing some dreams. So Spirit may be talking to you. God may be talking to you in your dreams. You've been really focusing on your solidarity, but the thing is that you're being truthful to yourself. So that means that the intentions that you're putting out there is you're being truthful to people. So if people don't understand what you're saying to them, whether it is regarding politics, I have to say politics, regarding the person you love, or or trying to figure out your career choice, because some of you are actually contemplating on changing careers. Because you're not, like I said, you want to focus on trying to mend things up, and you don't want to deal with unnecessarily things that, you just push them away. Like, If I'm not experiencing what I experience, I'm gonna set the precedent and move away. But a lot of you guys are trying to figure out and decipher what it is that you desire. So like I said, you are about to complete a phase. Towards the end of this week and then next week, I do feel like there may be some clarity or some truths coming out to you. Maybe people might be reaching out to you a little bit more, asking your advice about how to proceed. And like I said, Gemini, you are the sign of communication. So people are always going to be, if you haven't noticed that, Gemini, people are always fleeting to you because that's the energy that Geminis bring. We are the main sign of communication, even though there's air signs out there that are communication. But Gemini, because you're a duality sign, is that you have the most you are the most person that will motivate someone, or most person that will actually think things clearly and give your honest opinion, is with the Sword of Swords. So like I said, you're going to be rekindling certain things with people. Some people may be reaching out to you because, like I said, it's the holiday season. So also Gemini, for all my single Geminis out there, I do feel like if you been working toward, you've been working towards a singular goal of like getting your life together, getting your facts straight, putting emphasis on yourself, and you're ready to put yourself out there. There might be someone that might be interested in you. Maybe you're not seeing it yet, but it's gonna be noticeable to the end of the week. So just trust yourself, trust your instincts. I mean, you've been doing good so far, Gemini, when it comes to these cards. Like, this could be the one. It's safe for you to love. Children came out of this reading, and the interesting part about this is that whenever this card comes out for me, it could mean that you could be leaving childhood. Like, it's a lot of things come out of the card. You could be leaving childish thinking, or that childish way of handling situations, and being more mature about, how you want to live your life. For a lot of you guys that have kids, you could also be mending a relationship with your spouse, your ex, because you're doing it for the kids' sake. Because you realize that all this heartache and all this heartache, and that's what I'm saying. I'm feeling like you guys are just staying away from heartache. So I feel like you're mending the situation with somebody. Somebody could be actually getting married, or it might actually be in. This is like preluding to the end of the year. I feel like someone might actually propose to someone, and they're gonna do it in the most trust me when I say this. I feel like this person, whoever's gonna propose to this person, they've been waiting for this moment. And yes, you guys have been battling it out between each other because of situations that that were not of your control. But it's safe to say that the situation is going to mend itself, and you guys have been slowly mending yourself up. And the fact is that you already know, they already know. And so if you're a married Gemini out there, I feel like you guys have been really dealing with a lot of stuff with politics, the election, with your circumstances out in the world. You haven't been like feeling yourself. But I think at this point, the problem with people is that they emphasize on the things that don't matter in their life. You know what I'm saying? What really truly matters is what's being there for you, like presenting in your actual thing. Yes, laws and stuff like that will affect people, but that's not the issue. The issue is you have to figure out, you have to focus on what's presently happening in your life. You cannot control how people react. You cannot control how people think. And because of that, like I said, you're taking the high road. If those people don't take the high road and they want to keep on bashing you for your views on how you view life, or how you view situationships or friendships, or even like People might be like, oh, why are you talking to this person? So like I said, I feel like this week and next week is going to be you actually rekindling things with people from your past, and you're going to move forward because, like I said, you're launching yourself in a whole new direction. And because you're launching yourself, Gemini, to a whole new direction, you're going to be experiencing a lot of growth, a lot of transformations that may actually change people's view of you. And the toxic people will always view you as this teeter-totter person. And honestly, you shouldn't care what people think about you, because what really matters, the two things that matter, is how you think about yourself, and the people that are around you matter to you. Because those are the people that actually are a part of your life. Not this person that's all the way from Texas or friends that that live far abroad, and they keep on bashing you about what you're saying or what you post or anything like that. Don't let that shit bother you, because they're living their life, okay? Whatever the hell is happening in their life, it's happening in their life. They're not including you in their life. Yeah, you see them online, so don't let these people bother you, because they're literally like far away from you. They only see what you post on your posts, and then that's how they view you. You know what I'm saying? Real people that actually want to grow with you and also want to rekindle relationships, they know your worth. They know who you are. And they're constantly in your life. So don't worry about X, Y, and Z. I had to say that for myself and other people out there, because I feel like that's what you've been experiencing this week. Because like people are bashing you for, and you're gonna and that's realization. That's realization is that you're realizing that you're getting a moment of clarity, and that's also changing your views and changing your mind about how you perceive people in your life and the people that are supposedly your so-called family or friends. But trust that when these when these people decide that they want to rekindle a relationship with you or they want to hang out with you, like I said, the spirit's telling me the situation is calling for you to have faith, and just trust the situation for what it is. Like I said, people come back in your lives for different reasons, but that's without me doing the tarot, right? So to further ado, sorry, I'm so sorry. My throat has been really bad and scratchy. So a lot of you could be overcoming a sickness, or you could be getting sick because it's getting colder now, at least in Florida. Thank you, Spirit. Let me get the card that I need to tell from my... Like I said, you're heading into a whole new direction. You know, the world represents you feeling like you're finally feeling like you're completing something. Like you're slowly reanimating yourself in a whole new way that not only is going to be beneficial for you, but it's going to be something that's good, that's going to be awesome, The world represents so many things. It's about also having the courage to step up to what you need to do, step up to the plate, making some very, it's about choices too. It's about understanding that the choices that we make also determine how our lives end up. So I feel like a lot of you guys, Geminis, this week and next week is going to also be parts of things that's going to level you up. So you're going to be leveling up towards the end of the year. Also, a lot of you guys have been thinking about traveling more. I say do it. You only live once, and if you have the funds and the means to do it, do it. Have fun. Travel. So with you reaching this state, this pillar of new hope and new desires and new faith of what you're choosing, I also feel like a lot of you guys are at peace with yourself and wholeness. And that's why these people are coming back. Is because you're at a stage in your life where you're about to reach you're closing out a very difficult cycle that a lot of you guys have been working towards. And you're happy. You're so happy about where you're at in life that you don't realize what you're attracting. So there's going to be a lot of abundance coming to you, a lot of things that are going to emphasize success and joy, bring joy to you, and also allow certain people to finally come back. Because I do feel like there's people coming back. And like I said, choices. 222 is heavily in this reading. It basically, it's not a biased thing. It's about like you having choices, making the choices, realizing prioritizing what's really important to you instead of focusing on the things that don't matter, like social media and stuff like that. Like, if you're trying to build a fan base, wouldn't you rather build a fan base that you want people that actually like what you're doing, and not people that just like you, and then when you put certain things, they want to criticize you? You know, people are going to talk no matter what they do in their life. And sometimes, like, you can have a conversation with people, and you're going to come to realize there's two type of people. There's people that are open to, you know, hearing you out, and, you know, understanding your point of view, even though they know that they feel really strong about this thing, but they come to understanding. They understand why you think you are, and they accept that, and they're happy about it, because, like, it's an open exchange of dialogue. Then you're gonna have those people that only believe what they want. They don't care how you found your sources. They're gonna still be in disbelief. They're gonna only believe what they believe. And honestly, those people, there's no point, because, like I said, those people are gonna always feel that their way of thinking is superior to other people, and you're not getting your facts straight from their sources. And the thing is that a lot of and that's why you got to really look at what the sources you're doing from both sides, because you can't believe everything you hear. You have to also experience. You have to also feel what's going on. And if you're not a worldly person, and I'm not saying just because you don't travel, and that's probably why a lot of you guys are thinking about traveling, because you want to experience the world and actually see the world for what it is, and not keep yourself on that narrow point of view. Because a lot of these people that want to fight you, they don't do nothing in their life. All they do is sit at home, work, play, have sex with their wife or their girlfriend, and then wake up and do the same thing again. Like, they don't try to, expand their minds. And that's the thing that you're going to realize about growth, is that you want to hang around with peers that are continuously evolving your way of thinking, or opening your eyes to new experiences and new horizons. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we may not know everything out there, but you'll meet someone that actually may not be versed in everything, but they're really good at other things. And that's the purposely of what it means by a changed mind. It's about opening yourself up to new horizons, new expectations, and new persecution. Opening yourself up, you know. And those people that are narrow-minded, and you can tell, you automatically tell what a narrow-minded person, because of how they explain themselves, and how they use, and they'll literally click up like clips or things trying to convey what they believe. Whether the facts are right or wrong, it doesn't matter. They're just never going to open themselves up, and they're limited. People that are narrow-minded, they're very limited at their core, and you can see it in their life. Because, you know, when a person is a well-rounded person, is that they understand that there's other things out there that may bring some discords in how they feel about it, but they're open to the experiment. They're open to change. They're open to listening to people and understanding that there's other people out there that view things differently, and they're not going to bash them for it. They're going to be like, oh, okay. Open exchange of words. But like I said, a lot of you guys are going to be figuring out your financial situation. It's all going to stem to what you exactly desire for yourself. Because the Eight of Pentacles is all about, you see these different moon phases. Like, that's how you've been going through your life. So now you're constantly trying to figure out what it is that you're trying to focus on, or what you're after. So with the Fool being in the last card of your cards, I do feel like you're going to make some changes, because, like, you've already said that you need some balance, like, you need to have more balance, more balancing, equilibrium, seeking harmony. But I feel like you're also trying to make the choices, you know, try to narrow down the bad habits, and also focus on, you know, putting the work, you know, being patient and determined, finding meaningful purpose, you know. And with the Fool being here, it's also acknowledging that there's going to be people from your past. I really feel like I have to say this message. So if Gemini's out there, if you're married or you're dealing with a significant other that you guys have been fighting on the fence about things, I do feel like it's going to come to a compromise. but it also has to come from compromise from you too. Can't just be one person compromising. It has to be both of you guys mutually compromising. With the Fool being here, I do feel like if you have kids and you're not in you weren't into good terms, slowly you guys are going to be working towards that singular goal with you and that significant person. A lot of you singles out there, like I said, you are at the best. You have reached a certain point, a pivotal moment in your life where you're about to really end a very vicious old cycle. And because you've been prioritizing yourself, you've been putting yourself out there, you're doing the work, and you're staying clear from all those toxic behaviors, or just staying clear for certain people out of your life, and you're trusting the universe, you're trusting God, you're allowing God to open things for you, present it to you. And like I said, it's a whole new thing that's going to happen for you. I feel it. You feel it. I feel it. This is Heyoka Empath Tarot. Thank you guys so much for watching my weekly reading. I'll try to get to you guys next week. Be safe, though. Love you.